We're talking about patients dying from the care that they receive that shouldn't happen in a sound healthcare system.
To have something go wrong when they go to the hospital.
Like patient records. They found a stunning 354 mistakes, from leaving surgical tools inside the body to operating on the wrong part of the body.
I like to tell my patients, if they're in the hospital, try to have a family member or a friend in the room if possible.
Something about you. Is this enough light?
I mean, she was purple. It's just like she died in my arms.
Medical mistakes cost the U.S. more than $17 billion a year.
From past to present day research findings, medical errors continue to be consequently the third leading cause of death in the United States, gradually increasing in numbers, highlighting the growing concerns of many U.S. citizens. Are malpractice and errors reflecting the reality of our healthcare system? According to Johns Hopkins research from 2016, more than 250,000 deaths per year were due to medical errors. But what is classified as a medical error? The most common errors range from wound infections and also with ulcers, from hospitalized patients to associated infections, from wrong dosages of medications, or even prescribing the wrong medication, causing severe complications.
They are rare, but we know mistakes happen in hospitals. Few are this dramatic. Most involve incorrect drugs and doses. Using more than 600,000 Ontario hospital admission records over a year, researchers found nearly 6% of patients experienced harm during their hospital stay, procedural errors, and patient accidents. Those harms led to over 400,000 added days in hospital, costing the province an estimated $1 billion in 1 year.
All humans are fallible. Because physicians are human, unintentional errors unfortunately occur. While unintentional medical errors have an impact on patients and their families, they may also contribute to adverse mental and emotional effects on the involved providers. These may include burnout, lack of concentration, poor work performance, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and even suicidality.
Proving a medical malpractice case is a lot like proving any other personal injury case. There's liability and there's damages. I mean that you have to prove that the doctor was first at fault for what he did.
Compensation flowing from medical negligence really depends on the impact or the severity of the injury sustained by the patient.
Some reports estimate that more than 98,000 hospital patients are killed every year as a direct result of medical errors.
Every patient who's harmed by medical negligence, at the very least, is entitled to receive compensation for their pain and suffering.
Looked down and Taylor went purple. I mean, she was purple. It's just like she died in my arms. She just stopped breathing.
It turns out a nurse mistakenly gave Taylor an IV of morphine intended for her mother.
The very small IV line of a 4.5-pound baby should be confused with that of a full-grown woman.
Mistakes like that are more common than we realized.
According to the Patient Safety Network, catastrophic safety events like medication errors are almost never caused by isolated errors committed by individuals. Most adverse events result from a series of circumstances and environments with underlying system, flaws, and failure points. In a culture of safety, health systems understand and acknowledge the high risk and complex nature of providing care to patients. These health systems will also maintain a just culture in which they promote a blame-free environment, so individuals can report errors or near misses without fear or negative consequences, reprimand, or punishment.